I'm Joshua Hanlon, and today I'm in Albert, France at the Somme Trench Museum. The town of Albert, where the museum is located, was central to the Battle of the Somme. It was located right along the British front lines, right behind them, and so it was shelled heavily. The church actually right next to the museum here was shelled heavily as well, so it played a big role for the troops coming up to the front lines. The Trench Museum itself is really incredible because it was built in a series of tunnels that actually dates back to the 13th century and was then used as air raid shelters during the Second World War. So these tunnels have a very long history to them. Then in 1992 they decided to turn it into a World War I museum to tell more about the history of the Somme battlefield area here in France. So they filled all the tunnels with tons and tons of artifacts, rifles and weapons from the war, a bunch of things that they have found up doing archaeology digs here in the area. They've found all sorts of grenades and white rifles and guns, anything to do with the war, personal artifacts belonging to different soldiers. So they have a bunch of that on display here. They've used sound and light to make some really cool areas. They've kind of made an area that shows what it was like to walk through a trench at night using sound and lights and depicting some of that. They have a small 3D movie that they show as well. It gives some really good information about some of the other stuff you can visit as well, because there's a bunch of different areas dedicated to the different armies and soldiers that fought here at the Battle of the Somme. So the museum is really amazing. I definitely encourage you to check it out. It was, I believe, €7 for an adult to get in, and then just, I think, maybe 50 cents extra for the 3D movie glasses. So it's not too expensive, and it gives some really good information if you're visiting the Somme area and want to check it out in the town of Albert. A little fun extra also is when you come in, they give you these cards, and you follow them at the end. You find out what happened to the person on your card, so you look at the name and then you can find their story and what happened to them during and after the war. So it's a little extra there at the end of the museum trip. Thanks so much for watching.